All right, everybody. Welcome back Thursday. Thank you for joining. We have quite a few people in the meeting today, so that's awesome. Hopefully there's some people on Facebook tuning in. It's a lovely sunny day here in Vancouver, so hopefully we all have a little bit of energy today. We are going to be doing a bit of deep core activation, which I haven't really talked about in this class before, although some of you have done it with me in person. With that is a little bit of breathing, and then we're going to get into some cardio circuits. Okay, so a little bit of heart rate getting up today, hopefully, maybe a little bit of an endurance burn of some of the muscles that you have in your upper body. So what I'd like us to get is some type of ball. It doesn't need to be this size. It can be small. It really doesn't matter. I would like it not super weighted. So something like this would be perfect. A yoga block even works. Some of you have a yoga block. A water bottle works too. That's light enough. Anything probably not bigger than this though. Okay. And then I also would like us to have two weights, light weights. I'm going to demonstrate with soup cans. These are a perfect weight for what I think we're doing today. If you find that your movement is slow due to, say, MS, and moving quick is a challenge for you, I would recommend no weights for when I use these and just working on your speed. Okay. If you have shoulder pain overhead, I recommend no weights. Okay. And just using just your arms, no weights. This can also be like water bottles if these are a little bit too heavy. If you have dumbbells at home, I wouldn't go above 3 pounds if you are using weight. Okay, and then the last thing we need is our dowel. Okay, so this can be a hockey stick, broomstick, your dragon boat paddle for some of you. Janice, there's 2 of you in here. I'm assuming you have a friend on. And that's your dowel. Okay, so go ahead and grab those things and have them next to you. Make sure you have water today. Okay, someone complimented my haircut. Who is that? Thank you, Steph. All right, so we're gonna get into the breathing. So I'm gonna sit back here. Make sure you're sitting tall. If you are using the back of your chair, you can set something behind you at your lumbar spine to try and get a little taller if that's accessible to you, or a yoga block or a bolster. Otherwise, if we're sitting in a regular chair, just come out and try and sit as tall as you can. So posture is really important. So when I'm sitting as tall as I can, I'm thinking of my hips and my ribs being right on stacked on each other. So we want to avoid having the ribs pushing back, and we want to avoid having this arch in the spine. So we want to think of elongating. Actually, this is a really good example here. We want to think of having all of our spine in the back of our head almost like along a dowel here. Okay, so that is our neutral spine. Okay. We want to start in that position, and we're going to think of belly breath. So we've done this before. Okay, so we want to have our hands at our belly. And if you want to have contrast, you can have one up here. It's up to you. Okay, so the goal is to try and not let the chest breathe in and out. That would be a chest breath, right? We want to think of the belly doing the breathing. So we want to expand that tummy out. So as I inhale, you can see my tummy expanded, and then exhale. Okay, and inhale and exhale. Good. And again, inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to do a few of these here just to get into the rhythm. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Okay, if you're putting your hand up here, what I should see is no movement in the arm. So inhale, my hand up here, not arm, hand. My hand up here doesn't move. Exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Okay, so now we're going to add on. We're going to get into our deep core. This is called our transverse abdominis. It's one of the deepest parts of our core. So a lot of times people just think the core is like the 6-pack that we see. The guy at the beach, he's got this ripped 6 to 8-pack here. The core is actually a lot deeper than that. And the deepest part of your core is actually going to be like in around your spine. So one of them is going to be called the transverse abdominis. And this is what we call as part of your deep core. And this is what actually stabilizes our spine through life. You can have the best 6-pack ever. And if you have a weak transverse abdominis, you can get injured really easily. So this is going to be the one that's helped stabilize us when we're sitting in our chair, helps us when we bend over to get things, when we might not have a completely rounded back, elongated spine. It's going to help us when we do any of our twisting motions, that first roll out of bed in the morning. If we were to get hit or impact some way, like if you're playing a sport, or if somebody accidentally bumps into you, that's stabilization, okay? It's also going to help us with a lot of our pelvic floor muscles, which can translate into everyday things like using the bathroom, okay? So really important that we get in here. So let's find it. So you're going to think of your belly button having a string on it, okay? So there's a string tied to your belly button. And as we inhale, the belly expands. And now as we exhale, there's somebody behind me with that string, and they're pulling the belly button back. So somebody in my couch is pulling my belly button. So as I exhale, the belly button is going to gently get drawn back to the couch or to the spine, okay? Try that. Inhale, belly expands, and now we exhale, and there's a gentle draw in the tummy, okay? So if I'm sitting sideways, bring this down a little bit, you'll be able to subtly see it. So inhale, and then exhale, that drawing in mechanism right here, okay? Inhale, and exhale, draw it in, okay? You don't actually need to breathe to get that core activation, okay? But the breath makes it easier. So if you have been doing this with me, you can make it a little easier of a breathing pattern. We don't have to be so exaggerated with it. If this is new for you, use that exhale to try and find that TVA activation, okay? It makes it a little bit easier. So let's do a cycle of 8 together. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, draw that belly button in. Good. And again, inhale. Exhale, draw that belly in. You should feel yourself getting a little taller every time you do that. Inhale. Exhale, draw that belly in. Okay, inhale. Exhale, draw that belly in. It's okay if you have no idea what you're doing right now, okay? But just keep trying. Inhale. Exhale, draw that belly in. And again, inhale. Exhale, draw that belly in. Good. Let's do 4 more here. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. And again, inhale. Exhale, draw it in the last time. I'm going kind of fast, so you can always pause this later. And exhale, draw it in. So if this is a new thing for you, you might need a little more time to get that. I also recommend trying this in bed. It's actually a lot easier to get when you're lying down on your back. So first thing in the morning when you wake up, go ahead, find your belly button, try a few of these, especially if you're new, because this is something that we want to be able to translate into sitting up tall, okay? All right, enough of that. Let's get moving. So we're going to roll shoulders coming in forward, 1 and 2. Keep going, 3. Can't get this right. 4 and 5, 6, 7. Good. Arms are just dangling at your sides. And then we reverse it. I see a few new names in here today. So if you are new, feel free to write in the chat box at any time if you have any questions or comments, and I will get to you as soon as I can when I'm done movement. Okay. I encourage questions and comments, as long as it's not interrupting your workout. Questions and comments when we're getting water. And excellent. We're going to reach out to the sides. My fingers are spread nice and wide. We're going to hug, and then we're going to rotate, and then we're going to rotate. A little bit of a brain teaser here. So combining some of our warm-ups. Switch the upper hand. Rotate and rotate. And again, open, back in. Rotate and rotate. This is 4. Hug. Rotate and rotate. This is 5. Hug. Rotate and rotate. This is 6. Rotate and rotate. This is 7. Keep moving. If you're not as fast as me, that's okay. Just keep moving and get in as many as you can at your own pace. There's no race. I just try and stay at a medium pace so that everybody can get something out of this. Last 2. And rotate. Feel your feet in the floor here. So when you rotate, your hips shouldn't be wiggling at all. It's from the belly button. Okay, now we're going to tuck the chin, round down all the way. Have a rounded spine. I'm going to stay up here. Everybody should be rounded so you can hear me. Okay, then from there, you're going to slowly roll up. You're going to bring your hands behind you, heart to the ceiling, eyes to the sky, and shoulder blades in your back pockets. So it's like you're showing off a necklace. And then we come back down. Tuck your chin, rounding in the spine. Everybody all the way down. I'm going to stay up just so you can hear me today. So rounding in that spine, you should be looking at your feet. Okay, and then we slowly roll up. Hands behind you, heart to the ceiling, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Try and make a C out of your back. So this is seated cat-cow, okay? All of these moves we do today are on the Ocean Insider Club site. So a lot of you are members. So if you have any questions or you want to redo these, you can find them on there. Tuck that chin, one more. Rounding down, all the way down, round that spine. Look at those feet. Slowly coming up. Last extension, hands behind you, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Arch that back, heart up. And then we come to center. We're going to reach, eyes to the ceiling, pull that imaginary object down from the floor. I like to think of a rope. Up and down. That's it. Up and down and up. Reach. That's it. Getting nice and warm so we can do some quicker movements later. Excellent. 4 more here, everybody. Reach and reach. Reach, and again, and reach. Good. We're going to grab that dowel real quick. We're going to do a rotation. So we're going to rotate through the belly button, rotate, push with the opposite hand, bring it back in, and then center. Other side, rotate, push, bring it in, and center. We're here for a little bit. So pick on up, get this rhythm, get your own rhythm, and focus on that movement. Eventually, you can be able to do this without looking at me and just follow your eye gaze with your punch. So we're here, I'm looking over, I'm looking at my punch. That's it. Excellent, everybody. Sitting as tall as you can, feeling those feet in the floor. Breathing. And rotate. That's it. Over. Good. This is 4 and 3 and 2, 1 and in. Good. Dowel comes overhead. 10 around the world. So we're coming up. The world is your head. And then bring it right back down. If you have issues sitting up tall or a compromised core, feel free to take the dowel in close to you, up instead of out and away. Okay, I'll let you decide that. Here we go. Up, and then bring it down for 10, 2, warming up those shoulders, and 3. Nice. And this is 4, getting taller with every overhead press, 5. And 6. This is 7. And this is 8. Nice. This is 9. And this is 10. And relax. Good. Let's put that dowel aside. Neck rolls. So we're going to tuck the chin. It's almost like you're going to make a half circle with your nose. Okay. So half circle. nose is leading, and then end at the other side. So it's just like a semicircle, nose leading, and other way. Tip, half circle, hold, and half circle, hold, 2 more, half circle, hold, and half circle. 1 more here to the other side. Good. Bring those hands up. We're gonna scrunch the hands as best as we can, really, really tight, and then flick, like you're gonna flick water as far as you can off your fingers. Scrunch and flick. Okay, there's a few people in here needing some hand therapy these days, like 4 of you actually. So we're gonna do a little bit of warming up that grip for when we do these other exercises. Tight fist and flick. Tight fist and flick. That's it. Tight fist and flick. Big flicks. Tight fist and flick. Okay, and now just flick, flick, flick. Get water off your fingers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Circles with those wrists, nice and easy. And then take it just the other way at your own tempo. Get out any little Rice Krispies you might have in there. Mine are going nuts. And excellent. We are now warm, so let's get started. Get a little sip of water. We're going to start right away with our weighted cans, okay? Things today are going to be timed. This way I can continue cueing and talking to you and I don't have to count. It also gives us a little bit more freedom to not only work at our own pace, but to not feel pressured by my tempo, okay? So get your sip of water. Questions or comments are welcomed. 2 cans. Once again, we are going overhead for these first ones. So if you feel, if you know that you have shoulder stuff or pain, or you just had surgery, hint, hint, Linda, not sure where you're at, maybe no weights, okay? All right, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna have the arms up here. So I can see the backs of the cans. So if you have dumbbells, same thing, I should be able to see the ends. We're not here, okay? So elbows are forward, elbows are up. This is our starting position. We're gonna be pressing one arm and then bring it down, pressing the other arm, bring it down. Press and press and press and press, okay? We are gonna be there for 1 minute. An alternative to that, you can do 30 seconds with one arm if you want and just have the other arm down. And then you can go to the other side if holding your arms up here is too much. So if you're going along and you're like, oh, it's so hard, this other arm, just put one down and just finish it out. And then you can switch on the other side, okay? All right, here we go, 1 minute here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Press, press, elbows are forward and up. Sitting tall. 1 minute. That's it, everybody. Good, squeezing. 30 seconds in, you're already halfway. Breathe, breathe, do what you can. That's it. Almost there. 10 seconds. Hopefully your heart rate is up, feeling that burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, awesome. Set those aside, give your shoulders a little break. This next one is going to be a Cobra. So hands are starting out in front, my palms are down, okay? I'm gonna hit my couch here, but you're gonna think of externally rotating. So we're gonna think of, I'll just lift my arm so you can see. We're gonna be rotating the thumbs out and away from each other, okay? So as we do that, you're gonna externally rotate the thumbs and try and touch them behind your back as best as you can, and then bring it back to center. Okay, and again, squeeze, and then back to center. Okay, so my arms are going to be a little lower than that. They should be just in front of your knees if you're sitting. And then we come around, squeeze, and then right back. So our goal is to try and focus on that little area right in here. Okay, this is 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Externally rotate the thumbs out and away, squeeze that back, and then come back to neutral. There goes the ball. And squeeze, and back to neutral. Excellent. And exhale, squeeze. Okay, this one isn't a race for sure. You want to focus on that squeeze at the back. Squeeze, and again, and squeeze. You're almost there. Probably time for about one more. Squeeze, and then take a little break. Excellent. Hold that thought. I have to get my runaway ball. The last one in this circuit is a kayak. So grab your ball, and we're going to be here, down, dip into the water, dip into the water, dip into the water, dip into the water. So this variation, I'm not stopping in the center. I'm here, and then I'm right to the other side. I'm staying nice and tall. So you paddlers, we're not doing the hip hinge. We're just staying tall. This one is 1 minute. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Breathing. Really dipping down. Feel those feet in the floor. No wiggle parties in the hips. So your hips are still, feet are solid. The only rotation should be from your belly button. That's it, everybody. Keep moving. You are halfway there. Breathe, breathe. That's it. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, keep moving. You've got this. 10 seconds left. You get a break after this one. Feel that core, squeeze that belly button into your spine. 3, 2, and that's your time. Excellent. Okay, I'm giving you 1 minute break, and then we're doing this again. So get water. Let me know if you have any questions, or just tune me out and take a little break. And then we're starting back at your overhead presses, alternating, okay? All right. You are 30 seconds in. Okay, and then get your weights ready because we're going to do this again. If you found it too difficult with the weights, you can always put them down halfway, or you can do the whole thing without weights. It's up to you, okay? You don't have to do what I'm doing. I want you to work to your potential, work to what fits for you. We don't want to overdo anything, right? We want to work in that range that's going to challenge you enough and not set you back, right? So it's finding that sweet spot. That's why I give alternatives. All right, that's 1 minute and 15. We are ready now. So elbows are up, weights are here, okay? I'm gonna come forward and move this a little bit. There we go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Press, press. Good. And keep going. Breathing. That's it. You are over halfway. Keep those elbows up and forward. I don't want to see them drop down like this. Keep them up. Tempo is up to you. You can slow it down. You can speed it up. Just keep breathing nice and tall. Peach under your chin. So I am not looking at my weights. I'm looking straight ahead at the monitor. I'm not going like this. Okay, so keep, there should be a little, you could hold something under your chin here. Keep going. 5, 3, this is 2, and 1, and take a little break. Excellent. Put those aside. Catch your breath for a hot second. 30 seconds of Cobras. Okay, so remember, our palms start down. My hands are going to be low, and the thumbs are going to externally rotate and get a big squeeze behind your shoulder blades. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we start. Palms are down. Externally rotate the thumbs. Squeeze like you're going to touch them together, and then right back. So you can see my hands. Externally rotate. Squeeze. And good. While we do this, the core is tight, so belly button's in at the spine. So we're only using those back muscles. We're not arching in the spine, right? And again, you have 10 seconds left. Squeeze. Should feel really nice in your back. Feel a lot of tension between those shoulder blades at the squeeze. That's your last one. And take a breather. Good. Resetting the clock. Grab your ball. Here we go. 3, 2, kayaks, 1, and we're off. Good. We're off for a minute. So beautiful day to be paddling. Imagine like you're outside, out on the water, moving. That's it. Push. Hands are nice on your ball. Feel your hands pressing. Give a little tension on the ball. Think of pushing into the ball with your hands. Okay? Belly button is rotating. That's it. 20 seconds left, everybody. You're doing great. Keep going. Rotating from that belly button. Feel your feet. Are they pressing into the floor? Is your spine long? Are our knees hip width apart? The knees shouldn't be moving all around. If they are, your hips are. We don't want that. For 3, 2, 1, and take a break. Excellent. Okay, folks, we are doing that for a third round today. So a minute break, and then I'll meet you here again for the same thing. Alternating presses, Cobras, and then our kayaks. Okay, make sure if your heart rate's getting up or you're getting hot, you are getting water. One more round, and then we're going to move on. Okay, you still have 30 seconds left. How's everybody doing? Good. You're welcome, Janice. There's enough of you in here where it was worth doing. That needed it. All right. So we have hit our minute. Get ready. Get your stuff. Here we go. Elbows are up, forward. This is your last time with this circuit, okay? 3, 2, pressing, alternating 1, and go. Every press, we get taller. Okay, notice I'm looking at the screen, so my chin isn't going up, right? We're staying forward with our focus. Breathing. What's your belly button doing? What's your spine doing? Are you tall? Chest nice and lifted. That's it, everybody. You've got this. This is your last time with this, and you have halfway there. So you only have, yes, good. Some of the comments are funny. Keep going. Push. 10 seconds, everybody. Push through it. Do what you can. 3, 2, 1, and excellent. Put the soup cans aside. All right, getting ready for your Cobra. This is 30 seconds. Okay, so reminder, my palms are going to be turning thumbs outward. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Externally rotate those thumbs out and away to squeeze the back and bring it in. Externally rotate the thumbs out and away, squeeze and bring it in. Good. Feel a lot of back body on this one. Maybe a stretch in the front too. If you're a manual wheelchair user, you might feel, or a walker user, you might feel a big stretch in here, and that's fine. It's good. And that was your last 1 to 30 seconds. Excellent. We have 1 minute left here in this circuit. Grab your ball. Okay, kayaks, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it, everybody. Keep moving. Even if you feel tired, just move. It can be slow-mo. I don't care. I just want you moving. If you're feeling good, super energized, speed it up. But don't let those hips wiggle. Most important part. If you keep your belly button in at your spine, that will help. It's going to give you some stability. It's hard to do while we're doing other activities, but if that's a practice for you and we work on it, I would challenge you to try and do that during this movement here. Okay, keep going. You have 10 seconds left, everybody. Going strong. And time. Good. Okay, I'm timing a minute break for everybody. And then we're going to move on. Keep the equipment there, though. All right. "30 seconds left, and then we're going to go into the next circuit. You will need your soup cans again, or no soup cans, or weights, or whatever. We're going to be doing a punch action. So if you want to work on your speed, like I said at the beginning, if you are living with something like MS and you want to work on your actual speed, I would recommend not holding weight and just focus on that power. Okay. Otherwise, go ahead and grab your weights. We're going to be here, like we're blocking our face, and we're going to think of throwing a punch to the opposite corner. So we're getting a little bit of spinal rotation. Okay. That's it. Okay. That is our first one. 1 minute here. Okay. Here we go. Otherwise, you're just going to make fists and you're going to focus on that recoil. Quick. Okay. And we are on the clock. 3, 2, 1, and punch. Nice, everybody. Keep moving. If you're standing, there shouldn't be a whole lot of movement with your knees. They should be bent, and you want to be stable in the hips. Rotation is going to come from your belly button height, just like if you were seated. The feet should be solid in the floor. That's it. You are over halfway, everybody. Keep moving. Breathing. Looking over your hand that you're punching. So just keeping your eye gaze right where you're punching. 8 seconds. You got this. Don't give up. 2, 1, and time. All right. This next one, no equipment. W's. So we're going to come up with our arms all the way above our head. And we're going to think of squeezing your shoulder blades together behind your back and making like a W shape like this. And then we come back up. Okay, so we come in, squeeze those shoulder blades behind your back, and then come back up. Okay, this will only be for 30 seconds. Here we go. Starting with your arms over your head. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Exhale, squeeze, and then come on up. These are called W's. Squeeze, and then come on up. One of the better ones you can do for your posture. Squeeze, and come on up. You're halfway. Chin, there's a peach under my chin. I'm looking straight ahead, never looking up. Squeeze. Some of you are going to say, why not? It's so much easier to look up. Squeeze and relax. Good. Okay, last one in the circuit. I don't think I've ever done this one on the Thursday class before, so this will be new, I think, for most of us. If I have, then never mind. So this is called a wheel up. These are found on the website. This is a great one for core and rotation and overhead. So we're combining a little bit of everything we've done today in one little pattern, okay? So I'm gonna lower this just for a hot second so you can see. I'm going to be aiming. The first two moves are gonna be, well, it's called wheel up. So if you're sitting in a wheelchair, you would hit your wheel. So top of the wheel, 1, or your hip, okay? Wheel, other wheel, wheel, and then I'm gonna press right over my head up, okay? Then you're gonna go back the same way you came. This is where it's tricky. You're gonna reverse it. So we go back the way we came, back the way we came, and then up. So now which way do I go? To the right. 1, 2, and up. This is a little bit of a tongue twister. 1, 2, and up, okay? I'm gonna put it kind of in the middle so y'all can see what I'm doing. So you'll get to see my hip and then me pressing, okay? Tempo's up to you. You have to go the way you came. So it's not just continual circle. It's here, here, up, reverse it. That's what's important, okay? We want to get that brain working while we're working out. Lots of benefits. Okay, here we go. 1 minute, 3, 2, 1, and we are off. Wheel, wheel, and then overhead. Wheel, wheel, overhead. Good, keep moving. If you need to follow me, that's fine. But think of the pattern you're doing, because we want to try and remember what we're doing so we can just actively do it next time without using feedback from a visual. Visual feedback's great to learn it, but then we want to be making that new pathway to remember it. Excellent, everybody. Breathing. Over, over, up, nice. You are 10 seconds away from ending. Just keep moving, everybody. This is 3, 2, let's do one more press, and press. Nice. All right, timer is on. You have 1 minute, and then we're meeting here again, and we're gonna do all 3 of those again. So we have our punches, our W's, and then our wheel ups. Get some water. Thirty seconds left. I'm going to demonstrate this time without weight, okay? So grab your weights if you want. Okay, we got about 2 seconds left, and then we're going to start again. So grab your weights. I'm going to demonstrate just with this for this one. Punching, cross punching. Feel your feet on the floor. Get tall. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Working on that recoil, getting nice and quick. Staying tall. Nice, everybody. You are halfway here. Breathing. Do your best. "15 seconds. Going strong. Almost there. Breathe. Breathe. Punch. This is 3, 2, and 1, and time. All right, W's. Here we go. Arms are going to go up. And then we bring those elbows down. Think of squeezing those shoulder blades in the back. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1, and we're in W. 30 seconds here only. Feeling that back body. Think of that belly button. So what's happening here? If there's not enough to think about. Okay, body position is really important. That's why I give those cues. Do a scan, see what's happening. And a couple seconds, and that was my last one. And you're done that. Okay. Wheel ups. Grab your ball. Last time here, everybody. Getting ready. 3. Okay, so just a reminder. So we're doing wheel, and then up, and then you're going back the same way you just did. Wheel, and then up. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. It's okay if you're not at my tempo. Just keep doing your thing. 1 minute here. Halfway. That's it, everybody. Today's workout, if you go and redo it, it would be really good to do it just with some music on because it's all timed. So if you go back and redo this workout, like I know a lot of you do, throw your favorite tunes on in the back and you can do this and it'll keep you motivated to keep moving. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and time. Excellent. Okay. We're going to cool down, get a little sip of water. You can put all of your tools away. And we're going to just get into a little bit of a stretch here to end. So the first thing we're going to do is just a rotation. So we're going to rotate. We're going to look over our shoulder, sitting up as tall as you can. You're here for 30 seconds. Okay, you're on the clock right now. So you shouldn't be looking at the monitor. Okay, and slowly unwind that. Coming to the other side. Okay, and you are on the clock, sitting up nice and tall. Keep breathing. And slowly unwind that. We're going to take a hand onto whatever is next to you, your chair, your couch, your wheel, and we're going to reach up and over. So we're not reaching for the ceiling, we're reaching over to the other side, and we're trying to get this armpit to the ceiling. So nice big. We don't want to be rounded like this. Okay, 30 seconds here. Being able to breathe through it. And slowly come on up. Excellent. And then we're going to switch sides. So reach, big reach up and over, and 30 seconds here. Letting your heart rate come down. Just notice if your heart rate has come down by now. Notice how your body feels from when you first came into the meeting. Okay, slowly come up. Last thing today, you're just gonna grab, wrap, and catch that arm in front of you and pull so we can get a bit of a shoulder stretch here. So watch that we're not doing this, right? Keep that shoulder down and pull. So you should feel it along here. Okay, slowly release that other side. Catch the arm, pull it across. Shoulders are even. And slowly unwind that. Excellent, everybody. Okay, that is today's cardio workout. So I hope that you had a great workout, and I will see most of you next week. And some of you rock stars are about to go do the 30-day Yoga Fit Challenge at 1 o'clock. So have all the fun, and I will see you most of you next week. Stay on if you have any questions. Otherwise, feel free to head out, and I hope you can enjoy the sunshine today. Thanks, everybody.